was just another average Wednesday. I had an early release day at school and 2 more days off after that, which meant I had a 4-day weekend, and I knew exactly what I was gonna do. Grind some My Singing Monsters. I don't have the best plant island in the game, but I will say it's at least semi-good. Some of my friends are obviously better than me, but that's not really the point. I checked the shop at around 1 a.m. that night, and to my surprise, the rares were back in the shop. I knew I wanted that rare Entbrat as soon as I saw it. I went straight to the breeding structure and bred it. I had enough diamonds to spare, so I just sped it up. Yep, first try rare Entbrat. This shocked me, as I'm super unlucky in this game, but sometimes I can just get lucky in this game. I didn't have enough to hatch him, so I just waited a day. It was Friday, and as soon as I woke up, I checked the game. He was there, but something was off. The coloring, the shape, the size, everything. I didn't really care, so I cracked him open. When I cracked him open, he wasn't there. It was just a blank space with some words. Rare Entbrat, it read next to it. I was confused. I considered it was just a glitch, so I clicked place. But when I did that, a text pop-up showed up on my screen, saying, "Sorry, but it seems we couldn't find this rare Entbrat in our database. We are sorry for this unfortunate accident." I was confused as hell, considering I've never heard of this happening. After that, my game crashed and removed itself off of my phone. I couldn't end up getting the game back. It just wouldn't let me for some reason. It was getting late, and I gave up and just went to sleep. I woke up around 3 a.m. to an iPhone notification. I checked my phone, and it was a My Singing Monsters notification, to my surprise. I opened it up, and instead of a rare Entbrat breeder earlier greeting me, a regular one did, but instead, it looked distorted somehow. A pop-up showed saying, "Sorry for the inconvenience of this situation. As a gift from the monster handlers, present you Trap 10. Thanks for playing our game." At this point, I was actually scared. I clicked place, and it actually surprisingly let me place it this time. I placed it, but it didn't sound like an Entbrat. It sounded like a screaming old man. He was screaming in agony and pain. On about the 3rd scream, everything was engulfed in darkness, and my phone shut off. I turned it back on, and My Singing Monsters was renamed Trap 10. I clicked it, and 3 words popped up on my screen. In your house. My eyes started watering. I slowly creaked open the door and peeked down the stairs. I saw a ginormous creature humming a tune down my stairs. Thankfully, he was facing away from me. I saw it had orange, gold, and brown leaves dangling from its back, but it also resembled that Trap 10 creature with a black belly and huge horns. Its head appeared to be green, which I'm guessing resembled the common Entbrat. So this 9-foot tall creature was inside of my house. I didn't know what to do, so I called the police. To make believable, I told them it was just an average break-in. But at this point, I was shaking. My heart beating as fast as a cheetah. I was straight up terrified. I felt my hair start to rise and my skin start to tingle as I heard the Entbrat tread up my stairs. I could never explain how scared I was. I imagined every way this thing would tear me limb by limb, eating my intestines as I screamed, no one to save me, as my parents were out of town on their anniversary. I slowly locked the door and hid in my closet. I heard loud breathing sounds along with a putrid breath. I locked the closet and prayed. The door busted down with a huge wisp of air flying around the room. I heard the Entbrat sniffing. I knew at that moment he would catch me. He kept sniffing, and I heard a loud smashing leg sound. I heard him grunt and then stomp out of my room, him continuing his terrifying humming sounds. I was crying at this point, and I heard my front door open and then close. Was he gone? I wasn't going to check. I ended up falling asleep in my closet that night. I woke up and checked the whole house. The Entbrat was nowhere to be found. Let's just say I didn't get a lot of sleep that night. I deleted my Sea Monsters and never opened it again. I will never open it again. I explained everything to my parents, but instead of saying it was a deranged Entbrat from a kid's game, I said it was an armed burglar. If you ever breed a rare Entbrat and it reads Trap 10, sell it immediately. I don't want this to happen to anyone else. Everyone be safe out there. Goodbye.